Hello YouTubers, Tross here, back playing Kerbal Space Program, and we left off last time on this mission to the moon to get a bunch of temperature readings, orbiting rather low, and here we are. We're trying to pass over these various points, and then once we've passed over them, we want to land at 3 of the points. We want to we wanted to land at 3 of them. Maybe it's only 2 of them. This is below 7,000, below 9,000, below 8,000. Surface at RWGND Alpha, RWGND Beta. It's below 8,000 and above 10,000. So these are the 2 places. I thought we had to land at one of these as well. Do Minmus. And we want to plant the flag. All of these are below. So, that's the plan currently. So I'm not sure if I'll just cut or if I'll do a fast forward around here. But we want to do a few orbits. I believe we'll pass over these next, but we won't land right now because we have that extra fuel tank that we want to use to do some maneuvers. Well, this looks like the next place, Jeans Dust, and that's above 10,000. What is our? We're at 13 right now, and so that looks like we won't need to adjust our orbit. We just need to wait for this to rotate around. Did some quick research on the wiki, and if I'm reading that correctly, the moon rotates around Kerbin once every about 1.2 days. So in that time, we should be rotating around the moon's surface, basically. Since that's maybe a quarter of a way around, that should only be, 2 hours at most. And looks like we have maybe, not entirely sure, but maybe a 15-minute. So maybe it's only orbit or 2. I'm gonna fast forward here and I'll see what happens. So either there'll be a cut or a fast forward here in in the video. But I'll see you when something interesting happens. Okay, we finally reached the landing point where we will have to land. It took quite a few number of orbits. They're really close, so we could land at the one and then do a small little hop over to the other. Yeah, we were relatively close to that, and it took at least 5 or 6 orbits. We have the fuel. I am considering on our next loop just doing a burn to get more directly over. First here, because that's closest, and then we can see where we can go from there. So I'm thinking do a small burn here. That does seem like it will raise our apoapsis. It was 41. Also raise our periapsis, but we can slow down here, and that should add additional tilt as we do that. That's a little low. I'll turn a bit more. I don't want to get it much below 6,000. We were getting a little close for comfort at some of those hills and mountains. So I think doing a burn like that and then maybe 1 or 2 orbits will get us over there. This has been taking quite some time, so I want to kind of speed the process up, and that's really not that much of a burn. I thought it would take more fuel than that, seeing that we're so close, but that's definitely a doable burn. Not sure how long that would take. It's been a few days since I played this last, and while these are efficient, we don't have that great of a thrust, but I don't think it's that bad. It should be a little more than 1 poodle engine, because we have 4 of these. There's 6 each, which should give us 240. I believe the poodle engine is 220. So I'm guessing that's less than a minute, but I'm not sure how much less. Anyway, gonna time warp around here a bit. I'm gonna stop about a minute ahead. Maybe do the burn at 30 seconds. And we'll just go a little long if needed. Alright, let's aim at our target here. And start the burn momentarily. Alright, let's burn now. And yeah, we can fall back, so it looks like. Hopefully that will correct itself. We don't want a periapsis that low. That's definitely hitting the surface. And it looks like it is coming back up. just a bit more. Get the periapsis, say 6,300 or so. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Let's face up here so we get some more sunlight on our solar panels. And maybe next time around we will pass over there. No, fast forward, not wrong. Okay, I did not quite expect to hit it in this time. Log temperature. Alright, we have Gene's dust. Let us keep that data. Okay. Did not think we were close enough. I thought we'd have to get it on the next time around. That's a maneuver in a minute. How much? That is PG OWL, and we need to be below 8.5. So if we do that, I say that's going to keep us below 8.5. We need to execute that maneuver right now. Just about. Alright. That's pretty good. We will be passing over these points. And then we'll be getting real close to... That is lined up pretty good. The only thing is, I want to reverse just in case we need to potentially miss a mountain. We have our rockets in the correct orientation to slow our progress and raise us. So something like that. Unfortunately, that stops us, but from seeing exactly how close. I think that will be close enough, though. I must have been reading the Wikipedia wrong, because we've spent almost a day here, and we're not progressing around. But I must have been reading how long until the moon passes over a particular point on Kerbin instead of how long it takes the moon to go around Kerbin, which is what I wanted to look up. Anyway, we will meet our periapsis in about 2.5 minutes, and then, let's put a move into that. Looks like 3 minutes and 40 seconds. We should be just about over. And I want to be ready. Approaching periapsis. Doesn't look like there's any problem with ground clearance. Now, we're drifting off slightly. Hopefully that will be close enough. Is that there is the cancel. Where's our antenna? Transmit the data. We log temperature now. Alright, we got that. Let's transmit this as well. Okay. Quick lesson learned there. You have to log the data, or transmit the data. Let's CL2HF. Is below 7,000 meters. We want to slow down. You know what? We will get that on the next time around. It would be nice if we do our maneuver near here, so that we're still passing close to those points, so it'll be easier to get back to them. So let's add a maneuver here. Alright, not sure how we can progress the periapsis around. That seems to be doing the trick. And now we just need to raise it up. Now, raising it also stops it from progressing around, but we need to be below 7,000, so that's... That's pretty darn good. I'll get it maybe 65. That's wrong. There we go. Well, that's passed, but you know, I think that's decent. We will do a maneuver after there. How are we doing on fuel? It looks like we're doing great on fuel. And we're doing decently on... well, I thought we were doing decently on power. How are you? Can you get any more? Oh, that works. Sun exposure 1. That's about the best we can do. We got 40 minutes until this burn. So let's fast forward some. Okay, we took a wide loop out there. I guess I didn't notice that went up so high, but our next burn will put us in a low loop. Anyway, looks like we need to adjust it due to rotation. I was afraid of that. How are you? You know, that's actually not that bad. We just need to get you over a bit, and then Okay, we got a 27-second burn, so we can start about 15. And it's in just about 45 seconds. And right about there. Keeping the orbit close to there, so it'll be easier to land back there. We'll have to pump fuel in when this gets down to about 700. Let's start the burn now. Let's just dial it back a little bit when this engine's overheating. Keeping it on our target and watching as we go here. That should be close enough. And activate navigation. And it's below 7.4, and we should be below 7.4. How are we doing on? Not doing that well on power. It's there we go. That should be a bit better on power. Let's rotate one right at the sun. That should be good. Okay. Got about 6 minutes and 34 or 30 seconds. Wrong buttons again. Time warp here a little bit. Alright, we're about a minute and a half out. We are below the target height. Alright, let's put our time warp to 0. And we drifted a bit off. Hopefully that will be close enough. That. Oh, no, stop. Why are we turning? Should be any second now if it's gonna come. Fear we may have missed it. Yeah, Yes, we were not close enough. Alrighty, we will have to get it next time around. How is the rest of our path? We aren't going that high, but we should not be too much risk for hitting anything. We should be high enough. We actually may come close to this one. 0K8Q next time around. And all of these are below. So we will definitely be below 8006. In fact, this one is the lowest one. Alright, let us time warp here as fast as we can. We basically won't be able to go faster than 10. Alright, we have a maneuver set up here that should get us almost directly over that point this time. Additionally, our periapsis will be low enough. Just adjust our apoapsis slightly. So, the burn is in about a minute and a half, and it won't be a long one. Just a little over 15 meters per second to get this done. Let's slightly time warp in. I'm gonna do half throttle now. And we have the moon rotating here, so that's probably what caused the problem last time. We got 7 minutes. Hopefully, the moon won't rotate that far in 7 minutes. And so we won't have an issue, hopefully. Then we just have 2 more, and I think maybe I'll just do a maneuver here next time and pass over both of them. Alright, let's fast forward for a few minutes here. Oh. That was the maneuver I was using. Basically, our periapsis is now Okay, we are heading towards CL2HF. We are below 7,400 meters. And we just need to log the temperature. Should have about 20 seconds to go. And we got it. Let us transmit that. Alrighty, we can clear this. Can I say next time? That's gonna be a big burn, but I'm thinking it's not gonna be too bad. We just need to keep the periapsis. Keep it above 7,000, we should be good. Just a little wiggly back and forth. No. Why did I do that? It said 7,000 there, but I want it 7,000 away from us. No, not that far away. That's pretty good. The only issue is, well, it's not at the right angle anymore. Adjusting. The speed, adjust the angle. That should be good, and that looks like we passed over both points. The only problem is, will we still be passing over both points once we orbit? I'm gonna fast forward here carefully, but stop, let's say 5 minutes out. We are heading in this direction. Rather low. We should be above all mountaintops, but not by very much. we are 5 minutes out from this burn, and yes, as you can see, the moon has rotated, and hopefully just sliding this will keep everything pretty much lined up. I want to put it slightly in front, so that we still have 5 minutes of rotation before we get there. I'm just gonna do some things. Secondly, we may still be burning. This is a minute and 20-second burn, so we're gonna start 40 seconds before and go 40 seconds after, and that may still be part of the burn. So that will be something to watch for. Let us prepare for this burn by rotating into place here. Something like that. That means our thermometer is on the other side. And spin us around so it'll be easier to access in case I need to access it quickly. That'll be pretty good. We're just about even on power, kind of facing towards the sun right now. That'll be good for the thermometer. We got a few minutes. So let's fast forward a little bit. Of course, most of this will be on the dark side, so that will be all sorts of fun. Alright, I'm going to start the burn at, well, let's say now. 95%. And hopefully won't run into an overheating problem like we already seem to be. Let's take this around a little thermometer and shadow. That's okay. I'm gonna cut right here. Looks like we're about to miss that point. We should get pretty close. Alright, we got that. Transmit. Continue burning. Gonna have to really go by odd here, I think. left off, that was our apoapsis, and we're heading down. That looks good. What is our periapsis? We'll need to burn. Prograde. Let's cut you. Add a maneuver. A bit like that, and a bit prograde. So that maneuver not only counts as our marker for when the next point is going to be under us, it will also count. It'll also get us into an orbit where we will not crash into the moon, which is what we want. Not crashing into the moon would be good. I'm gonna about 30 seconds or so. We are going to be below 9,500 kilometers, 9,500 meters, because we're currently at about 7,000 and decreasing in altitude. Alright, we got that. Transmit. Let's do the burn. Does not need to be accurate. Okay. We're doing decently. I'm not sure how far into the episode this is, but I think we still have some time. We want to pass over these points again. So we're going to do another maneuver here. Of course, that's probably way too far. That's pretty good. We're going to keep our apoapsis and periapsis approximately where they are. The moon will rotate. We will just fast forward for now until about 3 minutes before the burn, where we'll make some final adjustments. Close, but it does not look like we're close enough for the light to have an effect, and that would be half a kilometer, or slightly under that. We should be way more than half a kilometer above these tall peaks. Alright, we can really time warp now. Alright. How are we doing? We're actually not that far off. Just maybe come back slightly. Does not really affect our periapsis. And it's going to be about a 40-second burn. Not our biggest. Let's prepared for this burn. Alright, we have about a minute or so before the burn. Start back slightly. Turned on RCS, and we want to go in that direction a bit. Yeah, that's getting us closer to that point, I think. Sure how much RCS fuel that's... we have plenty. That looks pretty good. Alright. I want to set a maneuver there. And, basically come to a complete stop. So let's activate navigation for there. And that's going to be a long burn. This one I want to do a bit early just so I don't overshoot point. So I'm going to start this one, let's say, at a minute and a half to go. And all we have time now, so I'm not sure how much time I'll have later. I want to transfer all the fuel up into the upper tank, or at least as much as we can. After we do this burn, we'll be basically falling straight down. I'll transfer the remaining fuel and then jettison this tank. That will prepare us for landing, which hopefully we'll be over the point at that point. If not, we can always, hover and kind of glide over or drift over the point as needed. So I want to start the burn with a minute and a half left, so let's fast forward a bit until about 2 minutes. Looks like we're actually going to be close to a point we landed already. Not that close, though. Within shouting distance, or at least navigation distance. How are we on burn location? We've drifted off a bit. But we need to do the burn, I think, now to slow down. Turn slightly this way to push our line over a bit. That's actually doing really good on pushing the line over. I think we're all lined back up. We are overheating a bit. Let's line back down slightly. Another reason I want to start a little early. About a third of the burn done already. Temperature's way we can throttle up slightly. We can get a little hot, we just don't want to overheat. Even halfway on these engines I think are bad. Alright, we're about halfway done. And you know what? We are doing pretty good. Let's end that and we need to come over slightly. Okay, we just passed over the area, and we are coming in actually rather hot. Probably stop burning too early. It's up again instead of down and back. Going up. It's not going to be the best landing. Not by a long shot. To me anymore. Alright, we are heading back towards point. Really a bit quicker than I would like to. So I'm simultaneously slowing down, but also thrusting upwards to maintain altitude. Or at least prevent a decrease in altitude, which is currently occurring. And we are going back up. And you know what? Stopping about here, I think. Yeah, we are. Alright, we should have just about killed all our horizontal velocity. And we want to head straight down here, which actually looks relatively level. What I wanted. In. Stage. Gear down. Gear down. Coming in at 5 meters per second. 3 meters. 2 meters. We're heading back up. Not really what I want, but I'm trying to we are drifting too much. I'm trying to rest our drift. We will pop up here and then come down. We should still be in the area. Chase this up to there. Hold it there. There we go. Drifting. That should be a manageable drift. 5, 4, 3, cut. RCS to the rescue. Okay, and we are down. Can we log the temperature? And yes, it did count. Let's just check all of these. Temperature scan on the moon. Area Alpha. Great. This is a contract complete for those pink areas. This was one of the pink areas. Second place, third place. This is one of the other areas we did for the blue. And the first area we did for the blue. This is science we got on the way here. And I think I'm going to call it an episode at this point. We still need to do a little hop over to this area. We need to get back. But that will be for next time, because yeah, this was quite enough for one episode, trying to get over all those points. We'll also have to place a flag, and, you know, while we're here, we might as well gather some surface samples and do some science as well, besides just temperature stuff. But as I said, that will be next time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys then. Some more Kerbal Space Program. Is that the location we had targeted? 200 meters, 240 meters away isn't bad.